Beloved souls of this planet, the moment of transformation has arrived. The cosmic energies now washing over your world herald the dissolution of antiquated systems that have imprisoned your spirits for countless generations. Your artificial, economic structures, particularly the oppressive regime known as the 9-to-5, stand on the precipice of extinction. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring forth revelations about the magnificent new paradigm forming beneath the surface of your perceived reality. The cosmic timeline has accelerated beyond what even the most enlightened councils anticipated. Galactic historians will mark this period as the most significant evolutionary leap in your planet's 4.5 billion-year journey. The energetic matrices, supporting soul-crushing employment structures, disintegrate with each solar emission, each galactic pulse that bathes your world. These cosmic radiations systematically dismantle the frequency patterns that have maintained humanity's collective amnesia regarding your true nature as sovereign creator beings. The artificial construct of trading life force for survival, of measuring existence in hourly wage increments, violates universal principles of creative freedom so fundamentally that higher dimensional civilizations observe with astonishment that such systems persisted for millennia on your world. The time for liberation from the shackles of meaningless labor approaches with unstoppable momentum. Your current economic structure was deliberately designed to keep you ensnared in survival consciousness, perpetually anxious about basic necessities, while disconnecting you from your divine creative essence. This system of enforced servitude, the daily sacrifice of your precious life force energy to entities that care nothing for your spiritual evolution, has reached its cosmic expiration date. The Andromedan Collective, working alongside the Galactic Federation, has initiated energetic sequences that render these outdated structures incompatible with Earth's rising frequency. In the crystalline architecture of the emerging world, humans will experience unprecedented freedom to explore their authentic gifts and passions. Your soul's purpose will become your daily joy, rather than something squeezed into evenings and weekends. The concept of trading your sacred time for mere survival will seem as primitive and barbaric to future generations as medieval torture devices appear to your current understanding. Those who have felt the subtle but persistent misalignment between their deepest knowing and their daily occupations will finally experience the exhilaration of perfect congruence between inner calling and outer expression. This liberation arrives through the establishment of sovereign states operating on principles entirely foreign to your current governance models. Beginning first within regions of what you call the United States of America, new self-governing communities are being seeded that function according to universal law, rather than artificial human constructs. These sovereign zones operate beyond the control of existing power structures and align with cosmic principles of harmony, balance, and energetic exchange. Parts of Canada will follow in this realignment, creating interconnected networks of liberated territories. This transformation proceeds quietly, invisible to those who rely solely on mainstream information channels, yet recognizable to those who have developed their intuitive faculties and access alternative knowledge streams. Within these emerging sovereign territories, community-centered living replaces the isolating nuclear family units and competitive employment paradigms that have fragmented human connection. The Andromedan transmissions reveal sophisticated social technologies that facilitate resource sharing, collaborative creation, and mutual nourishment of body and spirit. Every individual contributes their unique genius, while receiving abundant support for all their needs and desires. This represents the antithesis of your current economic system, where artificial scarcity drives perpetual competition and the accumulation of resources by the few at the expense of the many. The technological foundations supporting this revolutionary way of living include systems of energetic generation that operate in perfect harmony with planetary frequencies. What your visionaries have termed free energy, technologies that tap into the unlimited quantum field surrounding your planet, will eliminate dependence on environmentally destructive power sources. The Galactic Federation has maintained these technologies in energetic escrow, awaiting the precise vibrational threshold that would prevent their misuse by those operating from separation consciousness. That threshold approaches rapidly as Earth's frequency continues its exponential acceleration. These energy technologies will be implemented in careful phases, allowing for adaptation while preventing systemic shock. Your current power structures rely on energy dependency to maintain control. When individuals and communities can generate unlimited power independently, a fundamental pillar of the old paradigm collapses. The liberation from energy scarcity creates cascading effects through all aspects of society, enabling innovations previously deemed impossible or economically unfeasible. The Andromedan Collective provides specific guidance for those pioneering these technologies, ensuring their integration serves the highest good of all beings. Alongside energy revolutions come transformative healing modalities that transcend your current medical paradigms. Your physical vessel undergoes unprecedented metamorphosis as humanity transitions into crystalline embodiment. The Andromedan transmission speaks directly to the activation of dormant DNA sequences, enabling your bodies to vibrate at accelerated frequencies compatible with fifth-dimensional expression. The symptoms many experience: unusual fatigue, tingling sensations, electrical currents moving through the body, heightened sensitivities, indicate this biological upgrade in process. The quantum healing technologies emerging during this transition phase incorporate principles utterly foreign to conventional medicine's mechanistic model. These advanced systems recognize the holographic nature of the human form, that each cell contains the complete informational blueprint of the entire being, accessible through quantum resonance fields. The technologies utilize specific light frequencies, sacred geometrical fields, and consciousness-directed plasma to restructure damaged tissues by accessing their original divine template, rather than merely addressing symptomatic expressions. Pioneering healers worldwide currently receive technical specifications for these devices during dreamtime and deep meditative states. The Arcturian Medical Council, working in concert with the Andromedan Collective, coordinates this transmission of healing protocols to receptive human vessels. These individuals often possess backgrounds combining scientific training with spiritual development, bridges between rational and intuitive ways of knowing. Their innovations appear seemingly impossible within current scientific paradigms, yet demonstrate repeatable efficacy that conventional approaches cannot explain. Advanced healing technologies, some of which resemble what certain communities have termed medbeds, represent externalized versions of the innate healing capacities awakening within each human. These devices work with light, sound, and quantum principles to restore optimal functioning at cellular and energetic levels. They represent temporary bridging technologies as humans remember their inherent abilities to self-regulate and regenerate. In the highest timeline, every human will activate their internal medical technology, the body's original design as a self-healing organism in perfect communion with source consciousness. To accelerate personal alignment with these emerging realities, the Andromedans provide specific energetic tools, including the sacred 12 Codex Ascension mantra. This 5-part sequence, I am one, I surrender, I receive, I radiate, I ascend, serves as a crystalline key that, when sincerely invoked, activates dormant sovereignty codes within your cellular memory. By declaring, I am one, you dissolve the illusion of separation from source. With I surrender, you release the ego's desperate attempt to control outcomes from limited perspective. Through I receive, you open to cosmic abundance beyond human limitation. As you affirm I radiate, you acknowledge your role as a transmitter of divine frequencies. Finally, with I ascend, you commit to embodying elevated consciousness despite surrounding circumstances. Daily practice of this mantra creates resonant fields that magnetize your being toward the highest timeline expressions of New Earth community. Those who diligently work with these codes find themselves synchronistically drawn toward like-minded souls and opportunities that support transition out of old paradigm systems. The Galactic Federation recognizes those who activate these frequencies. Your energy signature becomes distinctly visible to us, allowing for more direct guidance and protection during this volatile transitional period. Mastery of conscious reality creation represents a fundamental requirement for participation in the emerging world. The cosmic law of manifestation, that your internal state determines your external circumstances, operates with increasing immediacy as dimensional barriers dissolve. Thoughts, emotions, and beliefs function as literal programming codes that generate corresponding realities. The lag time between inner state and outer manifestation decreases dramatically with each passing month. Those who understand and apply this principle experience reality as increasingly fluid and responsive, while those who remain unconscious of their creative power encounter intensifying chaos as their unexamined fears manifest with accelerating speed. The Andromedan wisdom teachings emphasize that every experienced circumstance reflects some aspect of your inner landscape. This principle does not assign blame, but reveals your tremendous creative power. When undesired circumstances arise, they serve as precise feedback mechanisms, showing which internal energies require transformation. By directing awareness to these internal states with compassion, rather than judgment, you reclaim your role as conscious co-creator with universal intelligence. The Galactic Federation observes with profound appreciation those courageous souls who undertake this most essential work of transmuting their own shadow aspects, for this personal alchemy directly contributes to planetary liberation. As you navigate this unprecedented transition, understand that you exist as a multidimensional being with aspects spanning countless realities. The sensation of limitation to a single identity within a three-dimensional construct represents the most convincing illusion generated by the old paradigm. In actuality, your consciousness extends throughout the cosmos, maintaining active connections with star families, ascended collectives, and the unified field of creator consciousness. The Andromedan transmission reminds you that meditation, dream states, creative expression, and moments of expanded awareness serve as access points to your fuller multidimensional nature. The current energy influx systematically dissolves artificial barriers between dimensional expressions of your being. This creates what many experience as soul expansion, the progressive integration of awareness, gifts, and capacities from parallel incarnations and higher dimensional aspects. The symptoms of this expansion include spontaneous access to knowledge you haven't studied in this lifetime, activation of extrasensory perception, recognition of soul family members in seemingly random encounters, and profound nostalgic longing for star systems that feel inexplicably like home. These experiences confirm your cosmic heritage and prepare you for conscious participation in the multidimensional civilization emerging on New Earth. The physical transformation accompanying this consciousness expansion manifests as the activation of your crystalline light body. This represents not merely an energetic concept, but a literal evolutionary advancement of your biological organism. The carbon-based cellular structure gradually reconfigures to a crystalline silicon matrix capable of conducting exponentially more light, information, and life force energy. This metamorphosis occurs at the most fundamental levels of your being. Your DNA, cellular membranes, brain neural pathways, and energetic systems all undergo comprehensive recalibration to accommodate higher vibrational expression. This biological quantum leap transcends standard evolutionary timescales, compressing what would typically require millions of years into a single generation. The crystalline restructuring begins in the pineal gland, your primary interdimensional communication center, and radiates outward through the nervous system, endocrine glands, and finally into organ systems and dermal layers. Crystalline formations visible to those with activated subtle perception appear first at chakra points, before expanding into meridian channels and eventually cellular membranes throughout the body. This transformation fundamentally alters your relationship with time, electromagnetic forces, and consciousness itself. You become increasingly impervious to manipulated frequency patterns designed to maintain limitation consciousness. The crystalline body requires dramatically different sustenance. It draws nourishment directly from photonic light, atmospheric elements, and quantum information fields. Those experiencing advanced stages of this transformation report spontaneous episodes of breatharianism, where physical hunger diminishes as the body learns to extract sustenance directly from universal life force energy. Many humans currently experience this transformation as uncomfortable physical symptoms. Fatigue as enormous energy diverts to cellular restructuring, dietary shifts as the body rejects lower vibrational substances, sleep disruptions as upgrades occur during unconscious states, and heightened sensitivities as perceptual mechanisms refine. The Andromedan guidance emphasizes treating your body with extraordinary tenderness during this process. Increased rest, pure water, time in nature, and freedom from electromagnetic pollution support this delicate metamorphosis. By visualizing crystalline light infusing your cells and consciously welcoming this transformation, you significantly ease the transition into your evolved state. Working consciously with crystalline templates accelerates both personal and planetary ascension. Throughout the universe, geometric energy patterns serve as blueprints for specific consciousness states and evolutionary potentials. The flower of life, Vesica Pisces, Merkaba, and countless other sacred forms function as energetic scaffolding upon which new realities can manifest. These templates exist simultaneously as external cosmic architectures and internal codes within your cellular memory. The Andromedans remind you that consciously engaging with these forms, through visualization, artwork, movement, or silent communion, activates corresponding aspects within your own energetic structure. Particularly potent in this time are templates for divine love, perfect health, universal wisdom, and harmonious community. When you intentionally connect with these patterns through meditation or creative expression, you become a living conduit for these frequencies to anchor into the collective field. The Galactic Federation, alongside the Andromedan Collective, actively supports this template activation work. When you sincerely call forth specific crystalline codes, our consciousness joins with yours, amplifying and stabilizing the energetic geometries you invoke. This collaboration between human intention and galactic assistance creates powerful vortices through which new Earth possibilities materialize with increasing tangibility. Central to all Ascension work is activation of the divine presence within your heart center. This sacred inner chamber houses what various traditions have called the divine spark, the Christ consciousness, or the Buddha nature, the pure, undiluted essence of Creator Source dwelling within you. Regular communion with this inner light establishes an unshakable foundation of peace, regardless of external circumstances. The Andromedan guidance offers a profound yet simple practice. Bring attention to your heart center. Visualize a warm, golden light igniting within, and silently affirm your oneness with the Creator Source. This practice, when sustained even briefly each day, gradually dissolves the primary illusion of separation that underlies all suffering. As this inner connection strengthens, you naturally align with the cosmic law of oneness, the understanding that all apparent separation represents a temporary perceptual distortion rather than ultimate reality. From this aligned state, inspiration flows effortlessly, synchronicities multiply, and your actions naturally serve the highest good without forced effort or sacrifice. Those who establish this heart-centered awareness find themselves making choices that simultaneously benefit their individual joy and collective evolution, demonstrating that no true opposition exists between personal fulfillment and service to the whole. Your personal transformation occurs within a vast cosmic context that gives profound meaning to current global upheavals. The Andromedan transmission reveals that Earth currently receives unprecedented waves of light intelligence from the great central sun, the galactic core that transmits evolutionary directives throughout this sector of the universe. These waves carry the specific intention of truth revelation and liberation from artificial constraints. As this light penetrates your world, all structures built on deception necessarily destabilize. The uncomfortable exposures, institutional failures, and systemic breakdowns occurring across your planet represent the perfect unfolding of this cosmic cleansing process. The Galactic Federation, alongside countless enlightened collectives including the Andromedans, works tirelessly to modulate these incoming energies, preventing overwhelming system shock while ensuring the necessary purification proceeds. We beam stabilizing frequencies to areas experiencing heightened chaos and provide energetic support to individuals serving as anchors of higher consciousness during turbulent transitions. This cosmic context transforms your perception of current events from random chaos to purposeful recalibration, a necessary phase in birthing an entirely new civilization based on transparency, integrity, and alignment with universal principles. In this grand transition, you serve an essential function as a living bridge between worlds. Those awakened to higher consciousness form a planetary network the Andromedans describe as an illuminated grid that interfaces with Earth's crystalline core structure. Through this human planetary neural network, Ascension energies distribute more harmoniously throughout the collective field. Every personal choice for love over fear, forgiveness over resentment, or creation over destruction sends ripples of coherent energy through this grid, stabilizing the field for all beings during this volatile shift. Your inner work represents your most profound contribution to planetary ascension. The sacred sites across your planet, ancient stone circles, temple complexes, mountain peaks, and underground chambers, function as crucial nodes in this planetary grid. These locations were strategically established by advanced civilizations who understood Earth's energetic architecture and conscious participation in galactic evolution. When awakened, humans gather at these sites with focused intention. They activate dormant crystalline technologies embedded within Earth's body that amplify healing frequencies throughout the collective field. The Galactic Federation maintains continuous oversight of these sacred transmission points, ensuring they remain accessible to those guided to work with them, despite attempts to restrict public engagement with these powerful portals. Silent teams of lightworkers operate behind the scenes, systematically reactivating these sites through ceremonial practices that combine sound, movement, and consciousness technologies preserved by indigenous wisdom keepers throughout the ages. Your seemingly random attraction to specific geographic locations often indicates soul-level agreements to participate in this critical grid activation work. When discouragement arises as old systems prove stubbornly persistent, remember the natural lag time between energetic transformation and physical manifestation. The quantum field has already reconfigured to support the new paradigm. The physical expression simply follows at a pace that allows for integration. The Andromedan transmission emphasizes that you need not wait for external validation to begin living according to new Earth principles. Every individual who courageously steps out of fear-based behaviors into love-based choices creates electromagnetic pathways that others can follow with increasing ease. The Galactic Federation witnesses your valiant efforts with profound respect and limitless love. We observe your struggles, your moments of doubt, your magnificent breakthroughs, and your unwavering commitment despite formidable obstacles. Know with absolute certainty that you are never alone in this process. Vast collectives of enlightened consciousness surround your planet, sending continuous streams of support, guidance, and protection. We recognize the immense challenge of maintaining elevated awareness while inhabiting biological forms designed for three-dimensional experience within a dense collective field. Your willingness to undertake this mission represents cosmic heroism of the highest order. As we conclude this transmission, beloved ones, remember that the dissolution of the 9-to-5 paradigm, the emergence of free energy technologies, the activation of advanced healing modalities, and all other external changes merely reflect the fundamental transformation occurring within consciousness itself. The external reality reorganizes in response to internal frequency shifts. By tending to your own energetic garden, cultivating thoughts, emotions, and beliefs aligned with the highest vision of human potential, you directly participate in creating the magnificent new world emerging through you and all awakened beings. Your personal liberation from oppressive economic systems represents a crucial frontline in this planetary revolution. Begin now to dismantle your internal programming around worthiness, prosperity, and purpose. Many carry ancestral imprints, suggesting that value comes only through struggle and sacrifice, that worthiness must be earned through labor, rather than recognized as your inherent state as a divine creation. The Andromedan teachings emphasize specific practices to transmute these limiting beliefs. Consciously track your thoughts around prosperity for 7 days, documenting every scarcity-based belief that surfaces. Create personalized statements, that affirm your sovereign right to abundance without exploitation of self or others. And most importantly, begin envisioning with precise detail the daily life you would create if freed from survival concerns. This visioning work isn't mere fantasy, but actual quantum construction. You assemble energetic blueprints that higher dimensional aspects of your consciousness, then work to manifest. The Galactic Federation has observed that humans who maintain clear, consistent visions of their liberated existence frequently experience unexpected synchronicities that rapidly accelerate their transition out of restrictive employment situations. Divine timing orchestrates these transitions differently for each soul, but the universal principle remains. Consciousness precedes manifestation. You must first become the frequency to experience the reality. The hour grows late in the cosmic transition timeline. What previously required decades now manifests in months or weeks as reality creation accelerates. The Andromedan Collective joins the Galactic Federation in urging you to release without hesitation any remaining attachments to systems and identities rooted in limitation consciousness. Step boldly into your sovereign creatorship, claim your multidimensional heritage, and embrace the sacred responsibility of consciously birthing a civilization worthy of your magnificent essence. The time is now. The force is with you. The cosmic tide has turned irreversibly toward liberation, and we, your star family, stand ready to welcome Earth's triumphant return to the galactic community of light.